Hi, I'm going to show you of the NAISS File Transfer course. I'm going to show you how to find the course's Zoom room, its URL on your HPC cluster. This is one of the hardest prerequisites we have here in this course, and it assures us that all students can actually use their HPC clusters, and that means all of us can get working. And that's nicer for all the other learners too, because we can actually do what we're here to do, which is to transfer data to or from clusters. So to do this, I'm going to click on this hyperlink and I'm going to go through the steps as good as I can. And I say as good as I can because I'm already ahead of some of these. First, if you are working on your own HPC cluster, then you will be just emailed the URL to the Zoom room. We assume that you can already log in there. Maybe you use a cluster we have no knowledge of at all, so then we can't help you either. But we assume you can log into the cluster you usually work on. If you use a cluster from us, then we're going to do these 5 steps. Double check if there are 5 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's the whole thing. So I'll be walking you now through these 5 steps. This really can take 2 days because there are some waiting steps. Like the whole procedure is is like minutes of work. You do need to know what to do. That's why there's this video. But there are some waiting steps. So step 1 is log in at Super. I'm going to click on this hyperlink in this tab. I'm going to take a look at this tab. And you have to register as a new person. I'm already logged in, so I can't I can't register myself here anymore. I am known to Super. But this is where you register yourself as a person. This website allows you to use any HPC center in Sweden, or most of them, or at least connected to NAISS, which is the national infrastructure on supercomputing. So if you want to use a fancy HPC cluster, it's for free, you just register here. That's step 1, to get into this website that you can request access to an HPC cluster. In step 2, when you are a known person, you need to ask for membership of a certain course project. So let's take a look where this is. So I'm going to copy paste this thing already. And I put this link. So Super, that's the website where you just were. I'm going to click on it. I'm going to look for this course project. So I'm obviously already known and I already have some projects. I'm just going to pretend I'm going to ask for a project, and I need to register. I need to find a project. So I'm scroll down. It's not here. You click on Go to Projects page. These are the active projects I belong to. But at the bottom you can request the membership in a project. This is where I copy paste the thing in. I'm going to search for it. And there it gives me this. This is the course project. You see that Björn Klaremar, he's one of the teachers too. He's the main person in charge there. And you can like click here on request membership, and then Björn will take care of you and will accept you to this project. So this is how you request the membership of a project. This can, when you have been granted access to your project, and then because it's probably you'll be using Tetralead, you need to activate your user account. So there will be 2 that are managed by this project. They're called Dardel and Tetralead. These are 2 HPC clusters. We recommend Tetralead. If you really want Dardel, you can do that too, or you can do both even if you want. That is all fine, but at least activate one, and if you have to pick, activate the one by Tetralead. So I'm going to click on this, and we're going to see if we can activate Tetralead. Yeah, so here you will see, so I can't activate my Tetralead account or my Dardel account because they're already here. This is my Tetralead, this is my Dardel account. And I think here will be a button to says activate account or something. else it's at the bottom, or account request, maybe it's here. I don't know, but it's somewhere on this page. And in the end, you'll see that you'll get a user on DataLead, and or you get a user account on Dardel. Also note these will be your login names that we'll be using in the next step. So on Dardel I'll be called Richelby, and on DataLead I'll be called X_Rigby. And you see that centers have like different naming schemes for the same human being. Alright, so here you activate, if you've activated that you want to be a DataLead or a Dardel user or both, then it's time to go to the next step. And again, also this step, it may take some time before your user account is activated. You'll get an email. Actually, after each of these steps until now, you get an email. Then it's time to log into your HPC cluster. So there are videos on this as well. I just put it here. Each of the clusters that we have been support in this course, they have their own login videos where I go in a bit more detail how to do it, like all the steps how to do it. I'm not going to show you this because these videos are there. Instead, I am going to log to an HPC cluster, and then I'm going to do step 5 per cluster. So this means I'll be logging into Dardel, and on Dardel I'm going to find the URL of the Zoom room. Then I'm going to log into DataLead, and on DataLead I'm going to show the URL of the Zoom room. I won't show the actual Zoom room, so I'll modify this text a bit. But at least I will show you a file in the same folder. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to log into Dardel and show a similar file to this. And I know, like I have some notes, so I'm just going to do it in a terminal. So you see I already have some notes. For example, this is how I log into Dardel. I'm just going to do that. And then I'm logged into Dardel. And how I get there, it's in the other videos. So when I'm logged into Dardel, I need to show this file. So I copy this location. I do cat. And then I copy paste it, and instead of Zoom URL, I use Zoom URL demo. And this is how I display the file. Like cat is a way to display the file. You can use Vim. There are a lot of ways to show a file. I'm going to show you Zoom URL demo. You will need to cat this file. But I won't show you this because then you have the Zoom URL. Alright, so this is how you do it. You maybe have seen if I press tab it auto completes. This is super useful, like it will. So that will work nicely. And then you have the URL in your hands. You copy paste it and you use it and you're done. Good, so this was Dardel. Now we're going to do the same thing for DataLead, and for DataLead the thing is here. So I scroll up because I made notes. How do I log into DataLead? I log in like this. Copy, paste, enter. I need to give my password, sure. So you don't see me type, and that is to make it even safer what I do. You don't know how long my password is. Maybe if you listen to my keystrokes you can find out. But we also need a two-factor authentication. For me it's called NSC DataLead for the account X_Rigby. So that's like the subtitle on my mobile phone app for this. And the number 726140, enter. These numbers are public, they change every 30 seconds or something. Alright, I'm in DataLead here, there I am. And now I'm going to cat this file. And also here, like this is what you will need to do. But instead of this, I'm going to show you another file that I've prepared. I'm going to show you the demo file instead. And this is where, in the regular file, this is where the URL to the Zoom room will be. And then you can actually join the course, and we'll see you then. So this means with this, I have shown you how to find the course's Zoom room. Again, it can take 2 days. and mostly of waiting to go through this, so please do this early. Never hesitate to ask questions. So the course has a contact us page. Create an issue, send an email, and these are links to the course coordinator. Email address is there. So if you struggle, never hesitate to contact us. At least try it before the course. So at the course, everybody is at the same page. With this, I wish you a very good day. Bye.